A quick warning to start the episode. This is an adult podcast with adult themes, content and language, and we will be giving spoilers away for the film throughout.
Katie, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Unfriended.
Skype.
Facebook.
Pixelated. MacBook.
Friends.
Online.
Ghost.
Blender.
Hair curlers.
Unfriended. Unfriended.
I count 1, 2, 3.
Unfriended.
Hello everybody, I'm Mike Woodhams.
And I'm Katie Long, and welcome to You Scared Me.
The podcast where the connection is terrible. I don't know what it's like for you, but every time I say anything, there's like a 3-second delay.
What, for me saying something?
Yeah.
We could get through this. It's just going to sound like we're really intensely listening to each other or talking over each other.
Exactly. So, Katie, how's your week been?
Boiling. But more importantly, Mike, what's happened to you this week?
Well, I am away in South Africa. I'm away here for the month doing a Jive Comedy Festival, Cape Town. The 27th Jive Comedy Festival in Cape Town. It's great. I've done 4 shows already.
Wow, that's loads.
Everyone's been great. Only another 21 to go.
Yeah,
more than that, 24. So yeah, it's gone really well. I don't know why I'm sort of whispering a bit, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. but hence why we're in this format and not in your spooky attic.
Not in my spooky attic, which after last week, don't want to fucking go back in there anyway. Terrifying.
I know. Let that all settle down.
Terrifying.
Just so people know, when we were recording last week for the episode of House at the End of the Street, towards the end of recording, there was some movement in the corner of the attic, which made us both jump.
It was like a sort of, on the recording it goes like this.
Does it?
Yeah, it's really... But the weird thing was, I saw this weird spike, and because the level was low the whole time, and then I saw this weird spike, and I was like, what is that for? Listen to it, and then I got reminded that it was like... Isn't that weird? The sound, you kind of go, oh, it's a rat or something, but the fact that the mic, everything peaked for like 30 seconds, and then it all went back down.
You've probably edited it out, but your dog went crazy just before it happened.
Yeah, then... No. After.
Oh.
So you go, what is that? And then the dog's like... Creepy, man. So, let's do it. This week's film is Unfriended. It is a 2014 American screen life supernatural horror film directed by Leo Gabriadze and produced by Timur Bekmambetov. I did look up how to say these names beforehand, and I completely forgot. The film stars Shelley, Hennig, Moses Storm, Renee, Olstead, Will Peltz, Jacob Wysocki, and Courtney, Halverson. Can you give us a little overview?
It's set in 2014, just to give some context of technology at the time. And it's found, there's the person's screen we're looking at is the person's screen we look at throughout the whole film, right? Which is Blair.
Bleh.
Blech. So,
You look quite 2015 now with your... Obviously, people listening won't know, but Katie's got a...
Hey, Britney!
She's got headphones and a Britney mic on. She's got gaming gear on, because she's a real gamer.
But I'm not in a gaming chair, thank God.
Sorry, back to the film.
So... It's a film that's set on a computer screen. There's 6 high school students in a Skype conversation when they're haunted by another student who was bullied by them. The film is told almost entirely through the screencast of a MacBook, and that MacBook belongs to Blair.
Blur.
Blech.
Should we do it?
Let's do it.
The opening. Film opens. It's a very quick opening, isn't it? All we're basically seeing are social media, like a social media post, aren't we, of this girl called Laura Barnes. It basically says how she was a victim of bullying and then took her own life. And then you just see a video of Laura and this other girl sort of having a fight, and that's really all you see, and that literally is the opening. It's very quick. We are seeing that also on a computer screen, almost as if someone is looking at it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, the opening to this film is super duper quick. Before we get into it, one thing that I want to describe, or get you to try and describe, what does Blair have open on her computer? Because the whole thing, she's flipping between the Skype conversation, chats, internet so tell us what windows she's got on, what tabs, what websites is she constantly flicking between?
Well, she's got YouTube.
She's got YouTube open.
She's got Skype open.
She's got Skype open.
Which, I mean, the first thing I thought was, God, I've not used Skype in about 10 years, which I guess is appropriate for this film being set in 2014. And
I don't think you ever will again, because I don't think Skype exists anymore, babes. Sorry to break it to you.
Does it not?
It's
gone. But she's got some sort of music platform. I can't remember what that was. I guess it's just Apple Music.
No, she's got Spotify open.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Did that exist then?
Oh, yeah. Spotify's existed for hundreds of years.
And then she's got a couple of websites, I think.
Yeah, and one of the websites actually it's called... the only reason I remembered it, because I was like, this was the sort of fucking website you would have sent me. And it's called... It's called, like, the Unexplained Forum or something.
Oh, yeah.
And she's looking in there, and it's like, you know, talking about people coming back from the... Well, we'll get into that a bit more while she opens that, but she's looking in that for, like, advice about ghosts.
So she already has that open at the beginning of the film, does she?
No, she opens it later.
Right, got you.
But it becomes like a main window. But yeah, she's got Facebook open, she's got YouTube open, she's got bloody iMessenger or whatever it is, having a chat. She's got it all open. And old Facebook, you remember, like, the Facebook when you used to be able to... Do you remember when on Facebook you used to be able to change all the settings to like pirate language and stuff?
No.
You used to be able to change it so it was like a pirate.
That
maybe
maybe
the words on there.
Never ventured.
When did you join Facebook, Katie Long?
I want to say 2017.
You
really
joined
late?
Facebook in 2017.
Maybe 2007 then. It was while we were still at university.
Well, that wasn't 2017, was it, babe? Sorry to tell you.
2007?
2023?
I think it was about then. I tell you what, it was my last year of university because I wrote my dissertation on the use of social media.
Boff.
Boff.
What a boffin.
I much preferred MySpace for so long.
Did you?
Yeah, you could, like, personalise your page. I probably spent longer on that than I did my actual dissertation, to be fair.
I mean, and one thing you've shown in our process of setting up today's chat, you're really good with technology. So I bet you were really great at putting in code to make your page green or whatever I think it was supposed to be.
Theme tune and all.
What was the theme tune you had on MySpace?
I think it was the Red Dwarf theme song. But on MySpace, you had like a box of your friends, and you had like 8 people visible within that, and it would change occasionally. And I did an experiment to see if I clicked on the top right-hand person from my profile's page and went to their profile and then continued that for 50 clicks, if I would eventually come back round to finding somebody I knew. That was what my dissertation was based on.
You bet you did a whole dissertation on that. How many words?
Yeah. Oh, God, no idea.
50
words. Thousands, Mike.
I did 1,000 of words. So, they're all online.
We've got Blair and we've got Mitch. And it starts with the 2 of those guys, right? And it's kind of established at that point that they're having a bit of a flirt. But it's made clear that they haven't had sex. And that's an important part to the storyline. But they're kind of like messing around on camera, which I was like, do people do that?
Yeah. Not now.
Not I.
In 2014. But eventually, we get them all joining on Skype, don't we?
But in the middle of it.
Yeah, but, well, I mean, it is weird that they would have a group call and be like,
yeah, exactly. Or, like, one of them joined everyone else. Like, what is going on with that? Gross.
It would be like, if we started getting naked now, and then I pressed enter, and I was like, oh, sorry, your whole family's here.
Yeah, no, not family.
But actually, she does make a comment later. This is the one thing with this film, because there's a lot of like typing going on as well. Isn't there? A lot.
Yeah.
Typing sounds. So because she messages him later and is like, why did you let them in? And he's like, it wasn't me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's still weird. But eventually we get to a point anyway where they're all in the room. We have Blair and Mitch, who are the couple. We have Jess, Adam, Kennington, and then we're later joined by Val, who was from the video we saw at the beginning. And the name of the girl that has died is called Laura Barnes. Then what starts happening?
Well, then another person becomes present. I don't know if that's from the start, from when they start the group chat, but it's Billy227, who hasn't got a camera switched on. It's just that little like head and shoulders icon. Yeah.
Billy227 is also there, and they're like, they don't really know who he is, so they keep trying to get rid of him, don't they?
Yeah, well, but I would say they're not that bothered because they're still having conversations. Like, but I think I'd be like, I'm not carrying on this if this person's here, and that's where I'd have ended the call. End of film.
End of film. Yeah, but I think initially though they asked it. They're kind of like, oh, he's here. They don't have any conversations of substance. But meanwhile, Blair starts receiving Facebook messages from who?
From Laura.
From Laura Barnes, who we know isn't here anymore. So our initial thoughts are like, it's either a hacker or what? I mean, that was my thought. I was like, so someone's hacking him. Yeah,
because the first thing she tries to do at that point goes to memorialise. Is that a word? Memorialise?
Yeah.
Laura's account, which I was kind of like, why has no one done that already?
Well, that's true. That's a good point. I mean, actually, the thing she says as well, because I put it down as just one of my lines, just because I thought it was quite funny, because she types to her to this Laura. She's like, whoever's doing this, I'm going to report you. I was like, wow, scary.
Facebook, please.
Yeah, and I was like, Facebook, we now know, don't take down shit like they're gonna take down someone sending you a message.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, exactly.
And then she doesn't report her. she goes to memorialise the page instead.
And tries to unfriend her, but the button's not there. So there's just a few things at this point. It's like, oh, that's not normal. Why can't you do this?
Yeah, but this is why you sort of think it's a hacker, because you're like, oh, someone's got to be able to stop her doing all this, haven't they? Eventually, in the Skype chat, they start just getting random messages from each other, or what looks like from each other, don't they? And they're all like, you bitch, why did you send me that? And she's like, no, I wouldn't. And then Billy 227 kind of reveals himself in the conversation and starts talking. Fairly early on, Blair looks at that profile and realizes that it also has Laura's name to it. So, I mean, why we didn't just change it back to Laura at that point rather than keeping Billy. And then Val, because Val's supposed to be like the she ends up calling the police, doesn't she?
Well, Val's not part of the call initially, and they suspect it is Val that's playing this trick on them, right? But she calls her in to try and almost like call her out. Like, you can't...
yeah, that's true.
You can't be doing all of this if you're on the call with us, which, I mean, it gives you a kind of inkling about what this friendship group is like from the start, doesn't it? It's not...
Yeah.
Oh, we're your friend, come and join the call. It's, I think you're trying to do something to me, so I'm going to pull you in to catch you out.
Yeah. You're a total fucking bitch, and I'm going to prove that.
Yeah. And it only ramps up from there onwards.
All these photos of Val start appearing on Facebook, don't they, once they're online together. And she's like, take them down, and then someone will take them down, and they'll reappear on someone else's profile. So it's, you know, she then rings the police for this reason, which can right, so they are high school students.
Yeah.
Would you have sat at your laptop at 16 would you have sat at the massive home computer at 16 with that happening online and been like, I'm just going to ring the police, I'm not going to say anything to my parents, I'm just going to ring the police?
Well, let's add some context here. When we were 16, it would have been MSN Messenger that we had to use. There wouldn't have been any video.
Yeah, no video.
Probably all talking to strange people that we shouldn't have been without realising.
Pedos, I think they're called.
And each other.
Yeah, that's true.
We were all talking to Billy 227 back then, without knowing. So the other thing I noticed here, and I look, I'm going to be a hypocrite, so I'm gonna call myself out before I say it, but some of the speed of the stuff that they were typing was like, come on.
Yeah, you're right. That was very hypocritical for a one-finger typer.
I know that I'm slow, but most people, surely, when you're spending that much time on a platform like that, surely they're not.
One more thing also that I do have to say. There are so many bits where, because we're watching it through Blair's screen, she's there having like conversations, typing, and they don't talk to anyone for like 3 minutes. They're just there typing away silently,
ignoring everyone else on the call, because you can kind of still hear them in the background or see them interacting. Like, was that ever a thing?
Who knows?
Weird.
So, first person to go is who?
Is the brilliantly named Ken.
Incorrect.
Oh. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's poor old Val.
Poor old Val. I mean, sort of Val's been set up as this bully, isn't she? So by the time Val actually goes, we don't really care too much. But
well, I think the other thing is this as the first death of the film. It's not completely clear what's happened. You've kind of been set up to understand that there's a dog in the background. So she goes off the call.
Yeah, and when she comes back on, and actually, if you're watching it, you'll be able to see, because she's just like this. She's just frozen.
Yeah, but they make a comment about something in the background, sort of ticking over. You can hear her dog barking. So although it appears she's frozen, I think you've been given enough clues that it's not.
And then she just sort of slumps to the floor. No, she just goes to the floor, and the laptop falls on the floor with her, and then we sort of see the police arrive, kind of, we see a foot of the policeman and stuff like this, but you still don't really know what's happened or what's gone on. No. And actually, those people don't really seem to give a flying fuck either. Her friends, they're like, oh no, Val. But eventually, you just find out that Val she did. Yeah.
And all of this stuff coming out, everyone on the call is like, oh my God, Val. Ugh. And as you get further into this film, you're like, as if you're saying that to other people, because they've all got a few skeletons.
Yeah. Val, actually, at the end of it, seems quite basic.
Yeah. Gosh.
Basic old Val. Do you know the tricky thing about this film, and I don't know if it's intentional, but the character of Val, the character of Laura, and the character of Blur all look very similar. But I sort of wonder if it's intentional to kind of cause confusion, so you don't entirely know who's... Because I struggled a little bit initially thinking, who's... Because actually, at the beginning, you think that it is Val shouting, and then when they play the video again later, it's actually Laura going, oh, Val, you're going to beat me up? You're going to... Like, she's the one being aggressive. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's... You sort of... It gets a bit confusing.
It does play into some of the kind of the high school tropes that we've talked about in previous episodes, mostly Cabin in the Woods previously, with like the Joker. That's not what he was called, is it? The jock,
fool.
The fool. That's it.
Kennington is the fool.
The supposed virgin.
The jock is Adam. Yeah. The virgin is Blur.
Yeah.
Who's Mitch supposed to be? The the other one.
Academic?
The academic. Jess is a real mystery.
Yeah.
Well, actually, maybe Jess is supposed to be like, I don't know, the whore trope.
Yeah.
Although that's very Val, but Val's a bit of an outsider, isn't she?
Yeah. Well, the girls all dabble.
The girls do be dabbling. So, let's move on. The next death is...
Kenny!
So...
This one is a bit more creepy, isn't it?
Yeah, they have basically spent time. They're trying to get Billy out of this chat and all of this sort of thing. Eventually, they get Billy out, and Billy's like, can't get rid of me that easily, hun.
Yeah.
Logs back on, but this time Billy's camera is on.
Yes.
And we're sort of looking through a grate, and they're like, oh, it's some sort of grate.
But that's what I thought it was, and I was kind of like, so it can't be a person, it's just the camera.
Yeah, well, that is the other thing, actually. You kind of, you just assume that it's a camera there, don't you? So you're like, okay, there's a camera there. Eventually, they're all sort of like, oh my God, what is it? I do have to say, sidebar, I'm going to say, I did enjoy this film, but do you think the dialogue was not all scripted?
So, okay, here's a little fact for you. The way this was filmed...
Yeah.
It was filmed over in less than a month, and the way they filmed it was they did it every single day from start to finish, all characters in, and they just kept doing the whole 2 hours until they got the perfect take. So I imagine that the script and what was said each time probably changed slightly. If they said that this way and this take, the whole lot had to stay in. They weren't sort of breaking it up and...
You can't take the best take of each. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, the thing I found as well, it said that Shelley Hennig, who plays Blair, suggested that they act it out in one continuous take rather than 10-minute segments. Can you imagine being an actor on that and being like, so you've got... Right, so now we have to do it this way because of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Shelley. I really fucking appreciate that, Miss Goody Two Shoes.
Well, also, if somebody completely stumbled and messed up their lines, I wonder if that meant they started again.
The thing is, to be fair, they say this. I think they would have recorded it, like you're saying, in continuous takes. There are plenty of opportunities to cut and put people's other takes in.
Yeah.
Because you've constantly got like pop-ups coming over the computer. Sorry, I'm pointing to my computer screen now. But you've constantly got like pop-ups coming over the computer screen and blocking out the cameras and all of this sort of stuff. So I think they probably did film it that way, but I think they would have put cuts in there.
Yeah. So going back to Kenny's death, we've got Billy's camera now switched on, which is behind this thing, kind of looking into a room. And at this point, Kenny stands up for some reason. And in Billy's camera, you just see the back of somebody's head as Ken has stood up. Is it Ken or Kenny?
It's Ken, short for Kennington.
Kennington's not too bad, but Ken just sounds like an old man name, doesn't it? Eventually, he kind of clocks onto something and spots it, and then he freezes a little bit like Val did.
Well, he sort of opens the vent, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And then he freezes, and you kind of go, "What's he seeing?"
It's a bit annoying. You want a little glimpse.
Yeah. And then it all cuts out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then we just keep getting little flashes of Kenny. I mean, actually, there's a couple of deaths in here that have to be the weirdest sorts of deaths that I've ever seen. But we see Kenny first with his... Sorry.
Well, hold on. Before we got to that, Ken has made a comment earlier in some of the random conversation that was going on about making his spicy salsa.
His spicy salsa in the blender in his bedroom.
That's quite student-y though, isn't it, to have that?
Yeah, but it is. But bearing in mind, they are not like students like at university, at college. They are 16-year-old high schoolers. Can you imagine if you'd have said to your mum, "Mum, I'm just taking the blender upstairs to make salsa in my bedroom." I'm like, all right.
So his camera goes off, right?
Yeah.
And they're all like, "Oh, what's going on? What's happening?" And then when it comes back on, the blender is switched on and Ken has his hand in it.
And then it
cuts away again. And his arm, it comes back to him and his arm's further down in it and it's very red. Do you know,
could be the salsa,
what?
Though.
It could be. But this really reminded me. I think this was more of like a comedy death for me. But it also reminded me of whenever there was a period of time where I would just have intrusive thoughts of doing stuff like that. Like I would just be making a smoothie and I'd be like, "Oh, what if I just..." And I couldn't, and obviously never did it. But I just could not stop thinking about things like that.
My intrusive thought used to be, and still is, I mean, actually, it used to be like jumping from high places, but one of the main things it always is if I'm on like a ship, especially, which I know that's not a common occurrence, but it was at one point, and someone with a hat is next to me, I'm like, I could throw that hat in right now.
I think you should just give in to that one day, because that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Just not mine, please.
But back to poor Ken slash Kenny slash Kennington, whatever we're calling him. He basically dies by like blending his self together. You sort of just see him. I mean, to me, it looked like he was just slammed himself down on like smashed blender, and he's gone. Yeah. And the one thing I wanted to say though, before we move on about Ken's death, that for me is the first time you go, so it's not a hacker running around town killing people. This is definitely supernatural. Because I think with Val's death, you go, okay, someone could have broken in and done that to her. With Ken's death, he is apparently voluntarily putting his hand in a blender.
Yeah.
So now you know it must be something a bit more scary.
Well, I think that combined with like the other stuff that's going on online as well, which is unexplainable.
Yeah.
Kind of leans into that, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think the things that are happening like online that before were a bit hackery, you go, oh, maybe this is like... So essentially, Laura's haunted the computer. Really?
Yeah.
IT ghost.
Yeah.
So, we're now down to, 4? We've got Adam,
Yes.
Mitch, Jess, and Blair.
Yes.
Billy is basically like, we're going to play Truth or Dare. Whoever loses dies. And we kind of go, well, Billy / Laura can just kill someone from anywhere now, it seems.
Yes.
So we find out in that time, I mean, they're basically all just dobbing each other in, aren't they? We find out that Blair had slept with Adam, so then Mitch is upset. We find out that Blair crashed Jess's mum's car and all of these sorts of things. We found out that Adam casually was like, yeah, if you kill Jess, then the rest of us can live. That's cool.
Yeah. Adam's also roofied somebody. Which,
Adam, you know, I mean, Adam's persona is far too... that character is far too intense. Do you know when you're just like watching a film and that character particularly, you're like, man, I can't wait till you die.
Calm down.
You're too late.
Yeah.
And again, I know I've said it before. Can you imagine in my house if I was upstairs screaming like that at the computer? No one comes up. Why does no one care about these kids?
Yeah. Or why is there no one home with them as well?
Why is there no one home with them? So, yeah, I mean, Adam...
But the one person in this game who doesn't seem to be that bad is Mitch. Because I think the only thing that he actually admits to doing or has done is dobbing in Adam for doing something, dobbing him into the police.
Selling drugs. Yeah, for selling drugs.
That's literally the only thing Mitch has done at this point.
Yeah, at this point, Mitch is not too bad. Essentially, we get to a point where, you know, still no one's died, and I'm like, it needs to happen soon. And then again, maybe proving the time, but Blair and Adam get a home printout, don't they? Their printers start printing something.
Yes,
Blair and Adam receive a fax. Blair and Adam get these printouts, and they're like, "No, we can't show you." Mitch keeps threatening to leave because obviously now he's found out that Blair has cheated.
Yeah,
and I mean, this bit again. If you didn't think it was supernatural before, you think it's supernatural now. Because Mitch is like, if you don't tell me what the printout says, I'm going to leave. And they're like, no. Adam's like, no, don't tell me I'm going to leave. So Blair, being the lovely lady she is, she's like, okay. And she shows Mitch the paper. Can you remember what the paper said?
If you show this to everybody else, Adam dies. Kind of. But also, given how intense Adam has been until this point and how uncaring a character he seems to be,
yeah,
it kind of like, how come it's Blair showing this and not Adam?
Yeah, well, so you sort of see, so I think it says something along the lines of, Mitch dies if he leaves, or you show anyone else this. She eventually shows it, and within a second, Adam's like, no! And you see him get the gun that he had been carrying around the house and just shoot himself.
Yeah.
And as he dies, he had the exact same piece of paper, but it said, Blair dies if... And so in that last moment, you go, he was trying to save...
Blair.
Blue. Next one.
My favourite one.
Your favourite one. Pretty quickly, things start to go wrong for old Jess, don't they?
Yeah. Lights go out. Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh dear, poor Jess. Lights go out. She's in dead trouble. I mean, it's all very quick for Jess.
Yeah.
It's, you know, and again, we're sort of seeing it we're still on the computer, watching it all.
You hear someone kind of, I don't know if it's like breaking in to hers. She's locked herself in a room.
Yeah. And this is when Blair starts going crazy on chat roulette and is like...
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like...
Help me, call the police. Where's your fucking phone?
Yeah, but the reason she doesn't, because when someone called the police earlier...
Val?
No. Someone else called the police, and they were like, you gotta do what he says. What Billy says.
Oh, the people that picked up.
Yeah, so they think maybe that, for whatever reasons, their calls to the police aren't going through.
Yeah. What the hell is chat roulette, and why are there so many people on it?
Oh my god. There are so many great... videos from chat roulette. You've really got to look some of them up. They'll be great. There's like this guy,
real ones?
Yeah, real ones. There's like this one guy, and he sort of like dresses up as like Celine Dion and stuff. So when it comes on, he's like, there's great ones. There's one guy, and he does. No comment. There's one guy that does one, and he's like, and he's there, and he's being like, really weird, and then when they scroll on to the next person, they'll be talking to someone, and then he'll pop into that next person's video. Oh. Yeah, see, now you're interested, aren't you? Chat roulette.
After this, I know what I'm doing.
Chat rouletting all night. Living the dream. Fun. Living the chat roulette dream. But how does Jess meet her end?
So, similar to Kenny, the camera goes off, right? And then when it comes back on, poor old Jess has, I think, what is a hair curling tong rammed down her throat. But not just a curling tong down her throat, choking her. It's switched on, and you hear a... where it's like cooking her throat from the inside.
Now, I have to say, do you think that would kill you?
Well,
it would be,
if it's far enough in, yes.
How?
Because you can't breathe.
Yeah, I guess.
I was going to say something extremely rude then, but I won't. Yeah, and your thought process about how you would survive.
I just think in those situations, if you remain calm and relaxed, you'll be fine.
You just gag a bit, that's all. And it's cooking your throat.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay, you've owned some form of, like, hairstyler before, right?
Yeah, I used to fucking straighten my hair. It looked great.
Did you ever put your hand on it?
Yeah, probably.
Ouchie.
Yeah, look. Credit where credit is due to Jess. I'm not saying it wouldn't have hurt. It would have hurt. She probably wouldn't have been able to speak again. But alive.
No, Mike's. If someone got an iron and put it in your throat,
it's not an iron.
Switched on. It is. It's a curling iron.
I think I could take one. Do you remember like the wide ones for like the wide ones with a crimper on?
Oh yes. Love a crimp.
You used to do a crimp, didn't you?
But I didn't use a crimping iron. I would do lots of tiny little plaits and then sleep with them in and then take them out in the morning. Although once I left them in because I was the goalkeeper at hockey and I wanted to look Scotty. I did do a lot of hair experiments in those days. I was forced to begin with because I had my Dick Turpin.
Yeah.
Lots of little like Kirby grips.
You and your mum, identical haircut twins.
I once had an argument with my brother and he got so angry with me because my final insult to him was that he had the same hair as me and Mum. He got so mad.
Do you think at one point that was the plan, just that the Longs could just stand in a line and they'll be like, oh, they wear the same hair.
Same person.
Like little Lego helmets on top of each one. But that's the end of Jess.
Bye, Jess.
Curls her throat to death.
Although, according to you, she might not die.
I think Jess is alive somewhere. I think she's doing okay. So, at the end, to finish this film, it sort of really, after Adam dies, it just goes in a roller coaster to like kill off the last few.
So they're still playing the game.
Yeah.
And the last question of the game is who posted the video of Laura Barnes online.
So,
and at this point, Blur.
I've actually, looking at my notes, I've got Blur kills Mitch.
Yeah, because she chucked him under the bus and says that he posted it.
Yeah, because IT Laura's like, why are you defending him?
Yeah. So in the lead up to that, we found out that Laura and Blur were childhood friends. And she clearly knows a lot more about Laura's situation than the rest of them, or, you know, has had a closer relationship with her, which I think makes it all even worse, right?
Yeah.
But then
100%.
Blair chucks her own boyfriend, who we've established isn't like that bad compared to the rest of them, under the bus and was like, it was Mitch.
Yeah.
And then he did.
Very quickly. Quickly. And then the sort of next thing, well, one of the last things we see now, we see sort of the video that we saw again at the beginning. And actually we've seen it a couple of times, and each time the video plays for a little bit longer and a little bit longer and a little bit longer. This time the video
continues.
Crops up. Because what we had found out, the reason for poor Laura getting bullied is that she got drunk and did a little... Sorry.
She messed herself. But that not being bad enough, somebody has filmed it and posted it online.
Yeah, so she got drunk. I mean, the thing is, right, I think if any of our friendship group did a little poop in our pants, it would have been like badge of honour. Hilarious.
Well, also though, unfortunately, back in those days, we didn't have camera phones, or maybe thank God.
The video, we found out, finally, is being filmed by... Blur. And then we actually see real life fingers come over the computer screen, slam it shut, and that's the end of the film.
No, because you do see her face.
Yeah, like she screams. That's what the sound meant when I went...
Oh, but that doesn't make sense, because the whole thing you're watching through this thing here, this camera, and then you see her, and it's kind of like, well, that's not on camera.
No, I mean, it's almost like, I guess, in reality, you are looking at it through Blair's eyes.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Sort of, ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're sort of taken out of it. But that's the end of the film. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with you. Hello everybody, welcome back. It is that part of the show where we talk favourite lines and we try an AI script based on the film. Unfriended, you can't sue us because it's AI. Katie, favourite lines?
There is one which is right at the end when it is just Laura and Blair left before Blair dead. And it's Laura says to Blair, "What you have done will live here forever," which I think is the moral of the story. Yeah,
definitely, isn't it? Digital footprints and all that.
Yeah, Laura may be gone, but these bullies and the evidence of what they did is now.
Yeah. But it is very much that thing of like, you know, I think it's trying to be like, whatever you do online, it stays there forever. That's what they say.
Yeah.
One of my, I say favourites, but one of the lines I wrote is one that Blair says fairly early on, only because it's such a fucking dumb line. She says, "You're adorable and really sexy when you're violent." Like any woman has ever said that to anybody ever.
God.
Very strange.
There's lots of bad lines in this, isn't there?
Yeah. And also Jess says a line where she's like, because they're all saying, it's just some internet trolls. And she's like, what's a troll? And it's like, shut up, Jess.
Yeah.
It's that thing of like, do you know where everything has to be explained so no one... Because then the response is like, a troll is like someone who... It's like, we know... Please stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
From lines that are bad to scripts that are going to make Katie sad. It's AI script time. So, Katie, are you ready? We have Jess. That'll be you. We have Mike, just by chance. That'll be me. But we also have the character of Billy 227. Ready? And are you just being you? Or American?
I'm being Jess.
Yeah, you be Jess. Okay, cool. Okay, go on then. Go.
Are you not reading SFX?
No. SFX is a stage direction.
Oh.
It says computer notification pings throughout.
Mike, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I've been here the whole time.
Then who keeps joining the call?
Hello, Jessica.
No, that's not funny.
It wasn't me.
Then kick them out.
I've tried 3 times.
Why are you afraid of me?
Okay, whoever you are, you're done. Leave the chat.
I can't.
Mike,
What?
I never told anyone this account name, not even you.
Jessica Rose, 1986.
That's my old username.
How do they know that?
Because I know you both.
Stop messing around.
Michael, shall we talk about the video?
This is weird. What video?
The one you deleted. The one you thought nobody saved.
Mike, what is it talking about?
Nothing.
That's a lie. Michael uploaded the video.
What?
Jess, don't listen to it.
He posted it. He shared it. He laughed.
Mike, tell me that's not true.
I didn't think.
Tell her the truth.
It was years ago.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Michael,
For what?
for admitting it.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Someone's in my house. Turn around. That wasn't bad, you know. Like, as the scripts go.
Yeah, I mean, probably one of our better, depending on how the effects go.
Yeah, true.
It's now time for Dead Serious Questions. Do you not like it?
It's because you're obviously trying to do it and not wake your children upstairs.
Well, it's hot. The windows are open and they're upstairs as well.
You can do it as a whisper if you want for today.
Now it's time for Dead Serious Questions. Mike, what was your biggest why did they do that moment?
So, here's the thing. Biggest why did they do that moment? Why did they not just all at the same time be like, look, we're dead anyway. After 3,
especially the more it goes on.
1, 2, 3, close.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And also, if I kind of felt, right, this is supernatural, this is Laura, I'm definitely going to die, because I know I took a picture of her in a compromising position. So I'm definitely going to die. Why do I want to sit here and play the game?
Yeah,
Shut your computer
exactly.
Shut your computer and get your death over with.
Why are any of them friends?
Yeah, I mean,
Not very
that's another
nice to
great
each other, are
question.
they?
No, they were all far too willing to throw each other under the bus, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. Not
Agreed.
doing nice things. Do you think you would survive?
If I was one of the characters, there is no way you can survive because you did a bad thing to Laura.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can't. And she's getting you through whatever way she's doing whatever she's doing. Yeah, I I mean, I just would have closed my laptop. I really would have. What about you? Do you think you'd survive?
Well, like you're saying, you know, if you're in it at this point, you're dying. No one makes it out.
If you're in it, you're dying.
Yeah.
It is
Should have
one of
been the
those.
tagline.
Yeah, it is one of those films where it doesn't really seem they have another option. A lot of the films you watch are like you have another option. You could have gone and done something else.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have made that bad decision. But I guess, like you're saying, the only way to not die in this film is to not have done that thing in the past.
Yeah, exactly.
Stay off social media, kids. That's what I say.
Every character in the movie is pretty awful to some degree. If you had to choose one to survive and be your actual real-life friend, who is the least toxic option?
Ooh, least toxic option is obviously Mitch. But who do I want to survive? Jess, clearly, because she's already alive.
No, Jess is horrible.
Why is Jess horrible?
She's just, well, like, she's done a lot of bullying online by the looks of it.
Yeah,
Dobbed Val in for a load of stuff.
Yeah, that is true.
Not nice.
But remember, none of them are good.
I would say Mitch is the best of a bad bunch.
Mitch, best of a bad bunch. That is true. Although he does talk about boobs a lot, and that would really piss me off. If
Yeah, he's a bit of a creep, isn't he?
Yeah, talking about boobs all the time. If Jess survived, she probably couldn't talk anymore.
Yeah. Save Laura.
Katie, that is the perfect answer. Save
I know.
Laura. Well done.
And it
Well
would save
done.
everyone.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Where would we put the baddie on the scare-o-meter? And are we looking at the baddie as Laura Barnes?
Well, I think she has to be, because she is killing people. Not.
Yeah.
We'll make the differentiation. We'll say the ghost of Laura rather than Laura herself.
Yeah. So the film, just before we rate this baddie, I don't think the film is that scary.
No, but I think, like, as a kind of concept, I really enjoy it.
So Laura as a ghost, though, does become quite scary because there's no controlling, there's no getting out of the situation, right?
Literally, little question though. How's Laura getting about, the ghost of?
Via the World Wide Web, Mike.
But is she getting, like, could they have gone away from their computers and survived? Or is she coming down the internet tubes? and and doing it that way?
Well, I think what she's saying is, if you close your laptop, I'll kill you immediately. So yes.
Yeah. But then I go back to my other point. If you all close your laptop at the same time, she can't be everywhere all at once.
Why not?
Because
Internet is.
Yeah, but she's not coming down. She just can't be. I've decided.
What a conundrum.
Or, here's a little flipperoonie for you. Could it be that Laura didn't die and that it was actually her?
Yeah, but then how is she changing all of, like not being able to unfriend people?
She went away, she learnt hacking, came back.
Long loser.
She's in it for the long game, you've got to be dedicated.
She's going to get me in a minute.
Yeah, 100%. She'll be there.
So where are you putting her on the scare-o-meter, Mikes?
Sorry. I think I have noticed with this scarometer, every week we rate them under different criteria.
Yeah, I know.
Some weeks we're like, yeah, but not if we're in the film, just are they scary to watch it? And then other weeks we're like, are they scary if we're in the film? So I'm going to split the difference. To watch, is it scary? No, she's a 2. If I was in the film, it's a 9. So I think if you were, don't raise your eyebrows like that. If you were in the film and this bitch was coming down the internet at you, you would be 9 in. No?
Maybe 7.
Wow. So I'm going to put mine. What's between 2 and 9? 6?
5.
Yeah, 5. Okay, fine. She's a 5.
Yeah, I would say it's a middle one. For me, the baddies, if they're not scary, the film is less scary, right? So I think it's a good middle of the road 5.
5. There she is.
So last question. What made you go, you scared me?
I don't know, because that bit at the end where she closes the laptop is a little jump moment.
Yeah.
But it also takes you right out of it. Obviously intentionally, but it takes you kind of out of the computer screen thing. When I did see Blair's hand in the blender, I did not like that. So
Ken's hand in the blender.
Oh, what did you call me?
Ken's hand in Brenda Blender.
When I saw Ken's hand in the blender, that was the bit I didn't like. So I'm going to say that.
Yeah, I mean, mine was the hands, and then the face over the edge.
Yeah, it is a good jump at the end.
Just before we wrap up, we're going to use this format for a couple more weeks whilst you're away in South Africa.
Yes.
And then we'll possibly return to the haunted attic. I'm going to bring one of those sheens with me. So thank you for listening to You Scared Me.
If you'd like to find us on social media, you can find us at You Scared Me Podcast, or you can email us youscaredmepodcast@gmail.com, and that's with 2 H's. Goodbye.
Bye.
Creepy.